right, Kevin, so got all your walls stood up and it looks like you're getting ready to put in this bathroom wall right here, right?
Yeah.
Bathroom wall. You're gonna staircase wall over here. Now, which way does this wall go? Do you know how to tell?
Go like this.
Okay, how do you know that?
Lines and then X down.
Okay.
Where can I find any of these?
Bottom left hand, that's right. So you know that it goes like this. So you said it if you go like this too. That's the same thing. We just
Yeah, because it's just stuff.
yeah. So yeah, this is gonna go like this here, and we'll put this bathroom wall in here. Now, what do you notice that we need to do where this bathroom wall is?
Stud here.
Yeah.
Back it.
So yeah, all right. So you said it right. Back it. So we need to put in what's called a piece of backing, and what we would do in real life is we would take a piece of this 2x6 right here, and we'd make a little post in here. It'd be two studs and either a piece of 2x6 or a 2x4, and we'd put it in and we'd have a nice spot to back it up like this. This one here, what we're actually going to do is we're just going to put it in here. We're going to suck it up tight next to this stud here, and we'll be in good shape because it'll back it up really nice. So how long are we going to cut this?
Stud that in line.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, double check it. And we probably are going to sand it off a smidgen just so it carefully squeezes in there, because we are going to have to put a little bit of glue on it too, so see how it kind of fits in there right now. Oh,
Wow.
we might have grabbed the wrong one. Let's check. Oh yeah, so we got to take a little bit off, right? We don't want to force it in, we want it to just barely slide down in there. And it's okay to take more off. Yeah, a little bit more. You gotta remember that glue is gonna kind of beef it up too. I'd probably take a smidge.
That's good.
You like that?
Yeah.
So let's put a little bit of glue on it, top, bottom, and side, just a little bit. Dylan. Try to suck it up. Excuse me. Tight to that post. Woo! Probably the Corona, you know what I'm saying? Beauty right there, huh? Yes, sir. So after that there dries, we can go ahead and put in our wall right there. Now, should we put in the staircase wall yet, you think?
No.
We're not going to, because we're actually going to build our stairs first, and we're going to put the stairs in and then the wall up next to it. That way we can get a good adhesion of the glue to the, to the walls and all that. So go ahead and put that one there in. And we'll be able to show exactly how that backing looks. You're going to want to do that with the one thing that we should have done real quick here. Hold on there, Kevin. Inside, looking at 65 inches. Alright, guys. Down. Don't worry about yeah, you can grab that, then you're gonna want to pull it in like that. Nice. So we should have marked that first, and me personally, I would have put the glue on the end stud of the wall rather than the backing plate. But we were able to get lucky. It looks pretty good. Hold it there for a minute. How's that look? Pretty good? That's good. All right, so we're gonna take a sneak peek here real quick. So if we take a look, back in here, are we good and back the whole way up in here? Is that a nice big solid post? That's important so that we have a spot for our drywall to be screwed into in the corner. And we're gonna look at the same thing over here. I'm gonna try to get it in view. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, so on this one here, we also have backing right up against this wall here. That way we have a spot to screw the drywall into here. And it also allows us to keep this corner post 100% straight, which is obviously very important because the wood could have a crown to it. And one additional fact here is, oftentimes when we're putting the studs in the wall, we don't really want to use stuff that's crowned really bad. But if we do have a couple of studs and we're starting to run a little bit low, if we have a stud that's crowned pretty bad, the spot that you can get away with a bad stud would be on an end wall plate like this, because we can straighten it right to this backing and get it 100%. We can drive that stud straight and nail it up solid. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So that looks good. It looks mighty fine here for this video. We'll zoom back out and looking mighty fine, Kevin. Nice job, buddy. Alrighty, so you got all your walls stood up, and it looks like at this point here, we need to put on what?
Cap plates.
Here's our cap plates. Where do our cap plates go?
On top of the ground system walls.
They go on top of the top plates, right? Hence why it's called cap plate. Got a bottom, got a top, got a cap. So if we take a look right here, do you see this short wall? Where does this short wall run to and from?
Inside to inside.
It does go inside to inside. So should we run our cap plate inside to inside?
Outside to outside.
Why would you do it outside to outside?
Overlapping that bit strap.
So by putting your cap plate from outside to outside, we can cap over this end and we can tie that in, right? It's an extra little bit, right? My wall ends here, that cap plate goes in, we can drive some nails down through that and it helps tie it together. Would you agree? So what we're going to do is, it should be 15 inches. We're just going to double check. Here's how I would do it, Kevin. I'd put it right down here on the bottom, and I would, you 100% on your end on there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. And I'd mark it right here on my end. And then we're just going to bring it up to the top. Go ahead and put yours on your end. Is that you?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit long up here. So let's cut it on that line, and we'll take one more double check on it. So I'm going to put mine all the way on my end over here. How does that look on yours? You push it down. Is it a smidge too long?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Look at that. We got to put a little bit of glue right there. I was wondering why that was moving all around town. That's perfect. And pull that wall out, and then in. Perfect. Awesome. Hold that right there. See, that's a little bit too long. So what you're going to do is you're going to wind up sanding this down. Now, does your cap plate need to have a layout on it?
No.
It doesn't?
Yes.
Well, why do you think it does? Is this the top of your house?
No.
Well, what goes on top of this? You're going to have to put a roof on it. You think that roof's going to have to be, well, it is going to have to be framed. You think it's going to have to be on a certain layout as well?
Probably, yeah.
Yes. And you think that the roof's probably going to want to sit really close to the relationship of a stud, maybe almost all the way over top of it?
Yeah.
So we do need to lay these out because we have two things that are going up here. We have ceiling joists, all right, and then we have roof rafters. And if this was our bottom floor, the joists on top of this would be floor joists. But since this is just a single story, this is all it is. So let me show you how I would do this here. I would bring this, I'd put it right here, and check that. You said you're a smidge too long, or you like that, or a little too long? You want to take it a little bit off, I guess? Hey, you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put it back up here. Now, when we go lay this out, we're not going to pull our layout from anywhere. we're going to transfer it from one of these studs. So I knew that your X goes on this side here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to have a ruler, and you can lay this out the same way you did it on the rest of them. All right, every 3 inches, and then the 3/4, half-quarter zero. Now, let me ask you this, Kevin. Do you need to lay out the windows and stuff on this one?
No.
Just your 16-inch layout, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, here's what I'm going to tell you too. It happens to be on this wall here that your layout is already on your inside. But when you do go ahead and put this on in real life, you would turn this cap plate so that your layout's to the inside so that you can see it. All right. The reason why we are going to see it regardless is because, do we have any sheeting on the outside of this dream garage? But in real life, would we have sheeting probably going the entire way?
Yeah.
Would it be tricky for us to see that layout if we didn't turn it in? Yeah, because it'd be covered in. So you're going to finish laying this out here. I'm going to let you do that, and then you're going to glue it on. It's your choice. If you want to glue it on with your thing on the inside, that's totally fine. If you want to leave it with it on the outside, that's also totally fine. Okay, does not matter to me. You do not need to lay out any of these rough openings, just your 16ths. Now, see this one right here? Do you think that we're actually going to take that one and cap on the outside edge, or no? We are not. All right. There's another reason why. All right. There's another reason why cap plate is on top of your wall. See this down here? We glued it down, but in real life, what do you think we would use to nail it to the deck of the house? I kind of gave you the answer.
Nails.
We would use nails. Okay. And do you think that once it's nailed into the floor, do you think that that baby's pretty solid?
Yeah.
Is that bottom really going to be able to move?
No.
No. All right. But our top, is there anything holding our top, or is it just blowing in the wind?
Blowing in the wind.
Yeah. So do you see how by adding another plate to the top, that doubles the strength of that top plate? All right, because they're going to be able to fight. You just doubled, right? It's double the thickness now. So that's also going to help you add some rigidity to the top, all right? And it's also going to add some load bearing, because can we have both our ceiling joists and our rafters over top of a stud? Or can it just be one or the other? Okay, so here's my ceiling joist. We wouldn't want to put my rafter over the top. We'd want to put my rafter to the side so that we could nail them together for added support, all right? So let's go ahead, let's finish this cap plate here real quick. I'll let you lay that out. You need a ruler? So after we put this cap plate on this side, which cap plate you think you're gonna put on next? I would probably actually go to the opposite side and then I'd cut one to fit in between. Remember, this cap plate in the middle is just going to run the same as that one. It just runs inside to inside. You got to remember, we also have this wall nailed to that backing really good too, right? So that wall shouldn't move at all. That's your thing? You ready to go ahead? Let's put some glue on the top there, buddy. Which way do you want to put it?
Probably outside so I can see it.
I'd agree with that. Your way now, or? That's pretty good. All right, looks mighty fine. Your choice. I'd probably do that other end, cap that one up pretty good, and I would probably go ahead and cut one here for the center, and then go ahead and piece your other ones. In real life, would we be able to make a solid cap plate this long on this would be 15 inches, which is 30 foot? Would we actually be able to do that in real life? No. So this would be two 16-footers, probably be broken somewhere right about here. Same thing with the other outside one. We'd have probably three 16-footers on the top there. So listen, just remember that when you, at this point here, when you pull your layout, you have to pull it off of your other cap plate. You understand that? We're not starting from an end. We're starting right over top of one of our other layouts and then transferring it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You feel pretty positive about this?
Yeah.
All right, get her done.